Pretty miserable day today, raining at my mountain, which is nuts. Son of Birdman update. And the reason I'm making this video is that on most of my boards, including my Jimmys and my BRDs and most of the boards that I ride that have a little taper, what I do is I move my bindings forward and to compensate for the taper. So when you're driving out of turns and how you catch in turns, like starting turns, it sort of evens out just a little bit. Ride reference stances, like you get this really long nose, and there is a, for me, everybody's different, there is a maximum amount of fucking real estate I want in front of my front foot, and I adjust my front binding and I just put my back binding on the board wherever it's in reference to my front binding. But my front binding for me is crucial. And the reason I'm talking about that is the Birdman, the Son of Birdman. I have been riding with the same mount position that I have my titties, at least my 66 and the BRDs, and it was wrong. And I rode the board 4 or 5 days like that, and I found myself, the board is soft, but I found myself on kind of steeper hard pack groomers, like just not being able to knife the board in. Like the board's always kind of washing out from underneath my back foot a little bit, and I can stand on the front foot, get it to bite, but as I'm rounding, I just can't get the rear of the board to bite. You know, I'm getting a slip or whatever. And I was also talking about how swimmy the board was, and that it had bevel on it, right? And what was going on is that I had my front foot all the way in the very front bolt pack, and that starts putting you on the flat spot of the board, the end of the camber, because the camber's at 3/4 on camber. So if you have your front binding on the very first set of bolt packs in the front, you're not in the camber anymore. You're in where it starts to reverse, gets flat, starts to come back up. So it makes the front of the board, like your front foot doesn't track at all. Back foot always felt good. So the swimminess, so I moved my bindings back 1 bolt pack, and the fucking board came alive. Like, it's a great board. It was a great board for the 4 days I rode in the wrong spot. Still a great board. I just felt like maybe it was a little soft, maybe it was a little swimmy, but I switch up my bindings, and that board, and yeah, there's a little more clown shoe going on there because of the way that early rise is, but that board came alive. It knifes in turns, it holds speed at edge way better now. The swimminess is gone. It tracks like a proper camber board now. The board is totally different. So I'm putting this back up as a follow-up to the original review because the swimminess is gone. The soft edginess is still kind of a soft board, but it works way better now. And this other thing I want to say about that is, like, it's far and away the softest board I own right now. And I don't even really remember, like, I know I said this, the Skunk Ape 2 camber is a little bit soft in the front, in my opinion, but it's incredible how much compensation magnet traction does for a soft board. I mean, honestly, like, it's nuts. Like, yeah, the board is soft and it's flexing, but I'm 220 pounds and I'm in a steep hillside, driving that and that magnet traction just keeps biting. It's like, yeah, it's soft, but that magnet traction just keeps your edges biting, which is fucking sick. Anyway, Birdman update. I think it needed to be said. It's important. Fuck around again. I always fuck around with your stuff. Change your bindings around, change your angles around, move your bindings fore and aft. Like, every board design's just a little different, and there's a sweet spot. There's a sweet spot in every board for where your bindings go. So I always try to, before you pass judgment on a board, adjust your own shit to accommodate what the board's doing. Be fair.